Peace, Infinite Waters diving deep once again. I made a video, how to tell if a guy likes you. It's only right if I talk about how to tell if a girl likes you. Can I get a hello there? We got two great questions that came in. If you've got a question, Instagram us at Infinite Waters. Go to the new Facebook page, Ralph Smart Official. Go to the website, ralphsmart.com. The first guy says he is single. He's doing good for himself. He's got a job, a car, he's earning money. He says he's quite good looking. But women keep giving him mixed signals. Sometimes they give him their number, but guess what? Nothing happens afterwards. So he's thinking in his mind, why on earth do they give me their number if they don't want anything serious? So this is very disappointing for him, and he's wondering how to tell if a woman is into him. The second guy is in a slightly different scenario because he's actually in a relationship. He's been there for many years, but now the affection is dwindling. The flame is burning out, but he wants to hold it together. He's just not sure if his partner is into him. Where do we start? What is more important than asking if a girl is into you is asking yourself, am I into myself? Because the greatest relationship you can have is with yourself. That's why I am an advocate of loving yourself 100%. What has helped me on my journey is realizing the secret. You find the one you love doing what you love. Okay, here it is. Let's start with number one. Get untidy. Mess up your hair. Not on purpose though. Relax. A lot of guys, we put pressure on ourselves to look a certain way. You want big muscles, right? You want to get your hair cut every other day. You want to drive a Porsche. Because you have to understand and overstand the principles of the masculine and the feminine to get this. Men mostly live externally. Women mostly live internally. But here's the secret. We both have these principles within us. The masculine and the feminine lives within us. It doesn't matter your gender. Gender is an illusion. So, we've been programmed as men to think we have to always look the part. Okay, so you've just spent 4 hours trying to pick the right suit, going to the gym, getting your muscles pumped up, right? So when you go to the beach, you're sending out a signal. But you have to ask yourself, are you staying true to your authentic self? Okay? Get untidy means to live in your element. It's not just about impressing the woman or the girl. It's about impressing yourself. It's about accepting yourself. It's about loving yourself 100% without apologizing for it. You see, I always say, when you first start, nobody cares. When they see you growing, they're like, can we hang out? So how do you know they are really into you when, let's face it, they could just be into your Porsche? You know what it's like when it's hot on the beach. Everybody is flexing their muscles, flashing their cars. So once again, you have to realize you've got a lot of competition out there. But once you reconnect back to your true authenticity, you now become one of a kind. And if she loves it, wonderful. If not, don't worry, because someone else will. For you to find your reflection, soulmate, whatever you want to call it, you have to be in your authenticity. That's the only way. Because if you're dressing up, if you're focusing once again all on the external, it's going to be very difficult for the woman, the girl, to see your diamonds, your hidden treasures. Because once again, this is really how to know if she's into you. We'll come to that later. So instead of just making all of this effort externally, ask yourself, what am I doing to reconnect to myself internally? Then you're really going to know. You also have to take in consideration, many of us, when we are trying to figure out if she's really into me, we have to ask ourselves, are we confident within ourselves? That's the big question. Do we trust ourselves enough? I always remind myself, who was with you from the beginning? When you never had the car, when you never had the money, that is a real connection right there. That's what you've got to look out for. Okay? Because once again, it shows that she doesn't care how much money you have, what you look like. She loves you for you. You have to remind yourself, many times I talk about the 7 levels of attraction. She's attracted to your appearance, but is she attracted to your personality? She's attracted to your personality, but does she know who the hell you are, or who the heaven you are? Does she know your expression? What do you stand for? Does she know your value? When I meet a lady, I say, I am a vegan. This is what I love to do. I love to take care of animals. I love becoming my greatest version. If they like it, great. If not, sorry about that. And what happened? I was making videos, and guess what? Yes, I attracted my reflection. Why? Because I showed my value, transparency. That's how to tell if she is into you. Honesty. Can she be honest with you? Evolution. You have to remind yourself, it's not just about the physical. It's so much more deeper than that. Of course, everybody wants to look good, but you have to ask yourself, does she want to grow with you? There's a reason why a lot of women were attracted to many spiritual men. There's a reason why, present tense, a lot of women are attracted to gurus and whatnot. Why? Because they're not takers, they're givers. They are giving information, higher awareness. Once again, they're working on the internal world as opposed to just the external world. So, what do we do in this scenario? You gotta ask yourself very clearly, in a very pure and simple way, where is my artwork? Stay firmly grounded in the ring of power. firmly grounded in your highest creativity. If you're an artist, keep drawing. Don't worry about if she's into you. Because guess what? When you're doing you, when you're in your authenticity, you are naturally going to attract everything you need. You don't have to put on an act. Show her your internet. Okay? People say, show me the goods. Show her the inner workings of your mind. You see, show and tell. That's the game many men and women play. When you meet a woman, your first impression, your first interaction, you haven't got time to start telling her your whole life story. So what happens? Many men, they show a woman their car. Guess what? I'm driving a Lamborghini. Look how much money I have. So the car now becomes a statement for who you are. But you have to ask yourself, does that really represent who I am? So the only way she's really gonna know who you are is when you start showing who you are by doing what you love. And trust me, she will see it. And you will know if she's into it, because many women, they'll be watching you. They'll be observing you. But how can they observe you if you're not in your true authenticity? So keep in your ring of power and you have nothing to worry about. It's worked for me. It may work for you. There is this massive pickup industry about the pickup game. I always ask men, what are you picking up here? You see, many of us, we're interested in accumulating. We're interested in taking as opposed to giving. So, the most helpful thing I can share with you is to lose the script. Get untidy once again. You see, many men have these role plays in their mind. Okay, if the woman says this, I'm gonna say this. You know what it's like on the beach, pick up. But once again, you have to ask yourself, is that me? Because once you get into a relationship, like the second guy asked, we're gonna come to that, things get a little bit different. Let me explain. In a relationship, if you aren't working on the 5 secrets to a great relationship, communication, appreciation, passion, trust, and fun, the relationship is not gonna last long. You see, once again, being in a relationship is not the end. In fact, it is just the beginning. Being in a relationship is not a guarantee that this person will be with you forever. In fact, that's where the work really begins for the true union, the true connection, the true integration. So, to know, you have to ask yourself, is she listening to me? Am I listening to her? Are we communicating? How do I make her feel? You got these R&B singers giving women orgasms and stuff on a Friday night. You should be doing that. But once again, they're working on the inner world. Many times, I have what I call STA. That is stare, touch, attention. If a woman gives you the stare, I'm not just talking about an ordinary glance here. I'm talking about direct eye contact. Can I get a hello? There, that's better. Eye contact, yes. Because The eyes are the windows to the soul. And that's how to know she's into you. Touch. You're talking to her, she's touching you regularly. That's a sure sign she's into you. Attention. If she has time for you, that's a sure sign she's into you. Does she sacrifice for you? Be thankful. Praise her. Get on your knees. Thank her, right? That's what makes relationships work. But also, word of mouth. You are going to hear the news all around the city. Now, if a woman likes you, she's not only going to tell her best friend, no, she's going to tell her mother. Oh yeah, your name is going to be, it's going to be in the conversation with her mother. Yeah, I met this guy. Ooh. Yeah, and guess what? 2 friends are usually there when she's talking to her mother. Okay, so those are the 2 friends you need to get to know. But don't worry about it, because word is eventually going to come around back to you. Okay? Because when a woman is really into you, she wants the whole world to know. When a woman isn't interested, she's trying to get rid of you. Maybe you're not appreciating the relationship enough. Maybe you're taking her for granted. Maybe you're not diving deep enough with her. Maybe you're not focusing on the evolution, the higher state of consciousness with her. Are you fulfilling her needs? Is she fulfilling your needs? When a woman is really interested in you, she's going to support you. She's not going to try and change you. She's going to help you become your greatest version. She's going to love if you eat a lot of healthy foods. She's going to appreciate that. Who knows? Wow, you're probably going to have a party, vegan party, whatever party. I don't know. That's between you and her, right? You're going to have fun. That's how to know. She's going to be smiling a lot. She's not going to be crying a lot. Maybe emotionally. So there you have it, my friend. I always say, ask yourself, are you into you? Once you are into you, create your artwork, show her the inner workings, show yourself the inner workings. Be confident that you can't force love. You can't control if she's into you with pickups. Just be your natural, authentic self and watch the magic unfold. Have a wonderful day. We are here, Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.